the energy is so crazy right now, it's making me feel like a lunatic. There's a big storm coming. Back, forth, back, forth. And I've been doing THORnews for over 9 years. And during that time, I've been talking about the sun, the weather, and civilization. And one thing that I have learned is when the sun acts weird and then earth weather starts acting weird, which this qualifies now. Technically, what I'm trying to say is that a storm begins in the USA on the West Coast, and then it moves all the way across out to the East Coast, sometimes touching Canada and Mexico. And so if a storm starts out strong or overperforming, then you definitely want to watch that motherfunker the whole time. And so the storm that is moving across the USA right now in Pasadena, California, according to Ginger Z, people on the West Coast, it had hail covering the ground, and now it's moving east over everybody else. And it's like every day we're on the brink of World War III. And then we have the USA Pluto return coming up on 2/22/2022. So it is real life, but it is also like sci-fi dystopia, mythology, action, romance, all wrapped up into one. And look, so the sun gives birth to something, and that thing starts to fly like a phoenix. See right there? It begins to flap its wings. See that? That is crazy. That is wild. The sun is both magical, mystical, divine, and majestic. I guess that's more than both. I'm a Norse Jedi Christian. Jesus Christ is my King of Kings. God is my everything. And I think the sun and the planets are super duper cool and interesting. And you have Earth and Venus and Mars in a straight line. Pluto's hanging around damn near everything. Mercury's speeding around. And then you got the rest of the gas giants on the same side of the sun. So yeah, everything is kind of strange and different. And I've been in my foxhole pretty much all of January and all of February. And people are like, that is bad for your mental health. I'm like, yeah, well, crime is way up in Houston. And at a time where everybody's talking about truckers this morning, we're still talking about truckers, but it's because a fiery crash involved in 3 semi-trucks. One of them exploded on a highway here in Houston, and in Long Island, New York, 3 firefighters were injured, and 1 trucker died after his tanker flipped over, hit a building, and exploded into flames. So the morning has just started for today, and it is pretty damn crazy. It is Leo the Lion, full moon February, today, Odin's Day, and I've determined to stay in a good mood and romantic for as long as I can. And that may sound lunatic-y. And everybody talking about mental health, and now it is a full moon, and I do not know who my baby is, but I do hope she comes home soon. Oh, baby, I'm howling for you. Did you know the word lunatic is derived from Luna, meaning the moon? That like there was a lunar energy that around full moons makes people extra mentally ill. And yeah, people have been talking about, mental health for the last 2 years. Because the last 2 years have been super crazy. Maybe the 2012 shit was right, bro. But the world has not ended. And here it's like, as an example, it's a ward of lunatic old ladies. What? You got the patriarchy and the matriarchy duking it out. You got fiat versus crypto duking it out. And man, I just want to rock and have a good time. So I'll probably be working all day because it is a crazy day. Like, look at this solar explosion in my 9+ years of covering the sun. That is one of the wildest, biggest plasma discharges I've ever seen out of our big ball of magical protecting light in the sky. And so we are definitely on super duper weather. Asteroid Fight Club alert across the globe. Dr. Simon Lee is talking about Storm Uniki, which sounds like a bad sign, dude. Naming any storm after, someone who's lost their genitals. That's like Game of Thrones, the spidery shit. He did not have a happy ending, I don't think. But yeah, there's a major storm coming into Europe, and then multiple major storms coming into Europe. As Planetary Defense Commander, I would love 10 minutes to sit down at the big table with Putin to talk about Team Earth, Friendship 7, and world peace, and having a badass roaring 20s with peace, love, and music. I'm a dreamer, y'all, in a weird world. Yeah, and so the story is like, hey, yes, a rocket is going to crash into the moon, but it's not from Elon Musk's SpaceX. Like, that is such a crazy angle. But in my 9 years of THORnews, I have talked about how, space agencies and any message we get from them, commercial or national, is always super duper strange. Take it with a grain of salt. Hey, remember when they came up with GPS and satellites? First thing they did, I'm pretty sure, was map the Earth to find out where all the hidden treasures are. Slowly, or find out later, but I would guess most of the good stuff has been taken. Archaeologists in northwest Pakistan's Swat Valley have unearthed a roughly 2,000-year-old Buddhist temple that could be one of the oldest in the country, reports the Hindustan Times. Bodhisattva is a cool word. Me, Jesus Christ, and Charles Bukowski walk into a bar. You know what? A, I'm having a fundraiser. I don't know if you know that. B, I would like to make it to the ocean sometime soon. But for now, I'm going to be making videos covering today. It's going to be a very interesting week. That is my prediction. Industrial engineer Irene Chiora is, wow, another eruption. Now, at the South Pole. Apparently, it's the far side of the sun. That's what she said. Isn't it romantic? Is my catchphrase of the day. And the sun is acting weird. The weather is acting weird. People are definitely acting strange. And so I may go a little overboard today. I hope that's okay. Hey, look at the lightning down here. So yeah, you got the full moon today. And then you got the kickoff to the 1 year. And it's not just a day. It's like in the new 246-year cycle of the United States, it'll be day 1 on the 22nd. And so it's like, where are we headed? What is our future? And Pluto has been in Capricorn since 2008. And it will leave Capricorn and go into Aquarius, I think at the start of 2024 or at the end of 2023. And so the next 2 years are pretty much about where is the United States of America headed. We've got like 15 corporations controlling our overall narrative. And, we'll see where the narrative goes in the next 2 years. It's kind of like sitting around a campfire. That's what Earth right now, everybody's sitting around the campfire. It's that simple. Are we still cavemen? Or are we going to become a civilization 1A? Put it together. Peace on Earth. Roaring 20s. Yes, it feels very demons and angels. Good guys, bad guys. But it feels like almost everything has been distorted and oversimplified. We definitely need more civilization, stabilization, and conflict de-escalation. Cole says, be like a tree. Wednesday wisdom, advice from a tree. Stand tall and be proud. Go out on a limb, remember your roots, drink plenty of water, be content with your natural beauty, and enjoy the view. Man, it definitely feels like Mars has been trying to sell us its currency and belief system since 1999, just like Nostradamus said. It's like Mars has tried to turn all of Earth into a big garage sale, going on a business sale. And Earth is still my favorite planet and my home planet, and I still have faith and our home star. So pretty please be cool, stay cool, pray for peace, and pray for better days. I have been making a prediction since February of 2020 that life would start to improve in the spring, by the end of spring 2022. And so we are almost there. But we still got weeks to go. So how crazy will the end of Dark Winter 2022 be? I would guess pretty crazy. Wind gonna keep on blowing. Because Buzikis, big story is the wind. As far as maps go, this map is interesting. It's like a this and a like that and a like this and a like that. Wait, it's like a this and that and this and that. Y'all, I didn't do it as well as I wanted to. But when I do act like a lunatic during strange and crazy times, I try to do it in a way that is cute, charming, and interesting. And informative. And so we are watching all the action that will be happening in this Action Jackson 2022 February, year of the tiger, soon to be year of the America Pluto return. And Pluto is a synonym, astronym, whatever mnemonym for pipeline under the ocean. And so let's all drink a cold beer, say a prayer for peace, and figure out a way that people and petroleum can somehow step into the future together peacefully. Walter Bloomberg saying, OPEC president says there's no immediate solution to high oil prices. This has been a theme since like the 80s. And so at THORnews, for the 9 years I've been here, the whole oil and war economy, it's been technically a theme since the 1880s, and then definitely a theme since the 1980s. The USA and China are two of the world's biggest natural gas producers. USA and Russia. And so, crazy days indeed. And they're talking about the Federal Reserve raising interest rates. They're talking about you got 150,000 Russian troops around Ukraine. Putin said he started to de-escalate. Whether or not that has happened, nobody knows for sure. But just overall, more shit is on fire than usual in a February morning, from what I have noticed. This is fire call early this morning in Kansas. So like the whole Mars, I'm pretty sure all their magnetic fields and other fields we don't know about are talking about Earth, Venus, Mars. So this is some intense energy, but it is not all negative, in my opinion. And here's from Texas. So just kind of know, if you are going to be driving around town, that all the energy is evident. I mean, not everybody's aware that, oh my God, there's like 100 reasons that energy levels are maxed out across the board. Do you know what I'm saying? And so for me, it has been a rough, emotional 10 days for whatever reason. As Planetary Defense Commander, these are stressful times. But hope is still alive. And I'm hoping that Putin and Ukraine and Europe and the United States of America and China can all work out some type of mutually assured prosperity peace deal. But at the moment, it looks like the number of Russian troops on Ukraine borders are continuing to increase. And so, yeah, at any time, birds could be in the air. But as Planetary Defense Commander, we've been putting off World War III since 2015. So let's hope that we can make it through 2022. But not only survive, but start to work together and thrive. But definitely, it's going to get crazy. It's going to stay crazy. But we need crazy good, party people, my opinion. All right. I guess I'm talking too much. It was the phoenix. Look at that. It's flapping its wings, man. Flapping its wings. Okay, cool. God bless everyone. Talk to you soon. And how I look at it, dude, I'm basically like a streaming service. And so by donating and contributing, that means that I will then continue to put out content. One of the things about THORnews, for 9 years, you never really know what I'm going to be talking about. So life is like a box of chocolates, and so is THORnews. A lot of times I cover the same subjects, especially like the sun, and weather, and preventing World War III and Civil War. Okie dokie. But I do a fundraiser, and I definitely in the middle of the month, I'm like, hey, y'all, guess what? It's fundraiser time again. And so, yep. If you'd like to contribute, THORnews, I accept prayers for myself, my family, my friends, for better days for all of us, for planet Earth, for peace, for love, good times. And I also accept contributions, gifts, and care packages anyway. But I try to do my best. We got $1,067 left to raise. And I would just like to say thank you again to Asteroid Fight Club. It is our 9-year anniversary. It was yesterday since the meteor exploded over Russia. We started Asteroid Fight Club. So we are hanging in there. Although, man, the last 2 years has tested every single one of us on almost every level. And I'm proud of us for hanging in there and preventing World War III since 2015. That is cool. Please allow me to say thank you to everyone who's contributed in February. And that would include thank you to Brady. Thank you to Sarah Sent. Thank you to Jesus Loves Gays on Facebook. Thank you to Justin. Thank you to Michelle. Thank you to Arnica. Thank you to Marsh Stars. Or is it Marsh? Or is it Mars H Stars? Thank you to Space River News. Thank you to Greg. Thank you to Pookie. Thank you to Andrea. Thank you to Megan. Thank you to Wizard of Oz. Thank you to Texas Angel. Thank you to Bruce. Thank you to Patricia. Thank you to Max. Thank you to KJ. Thank you to Ann. Thank you to Brian. Thank you to Marlita. Thank you to Dan. Thank you to Light Soul. Thank you to Glenda. Thank you to Barbara. Thank you to Richard. Thank you to Lauren. Thank you to Alexis. And thank you to everybody out there on the planet. It's an honor and a privilege to be here with you as we hurl forward into the future. All right, I'm staying romantic and optimistic today. Hopefully, I will make it to the ocean. Stay cool. God bless everyone.